This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing. This is September 27th, 2018. We are at 12615 Westminster Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90066. We're going to perform a video sewer inspection through the 2-inch ABS plastic roof vent and attempt to get out to the city sewer. And we are going to hydrojet the line and then also re-inspect the line. We're going to begin our inspection. We're running down the 2-inch ABS plastic. We're going to pause our audio for a minute. Let me try something real quick. we located another 4-inch cast iron vent. We're going to run through here now and attempt to get out to the city sewer. And we'll take a look at the property line sewer, and hopefully we get all the way out to the lateral as well. And we'll take a look. Now we're in the cast iron waste line under the house. So far the cast iron waste line appears to be in fair condition. It has some buildup in it, but not terrible. And we are going to hydrojet as well. So we will get some of the corrosion and buildup out of there a little bit. But we're going to attempt to get out to the vitreous clay lateral. Apparently is where there was an issue. Still in the cast iron, and I believe that we may have cast iron out in front. We're still in cast iron. We've made a turn. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this. We're going to get our locator, and we're going to push out just a little bit more. Okay, we've got some major root intrusion right here, and it does appear that we probably transitioned to vitreous clay right there. We do. So this is at the, more than likely, the 4 to 6 inch transition right at the property line. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hydrojet right here, take a look at it. We're going to run all the way through, but we're going to have to hydrojet here after. We're going to locate this area to see where we're at. Go ahead. Okay. And that's dropping into the city sewer at a stack right there. We're dropping down to the stack. And that is our city sewer. So we are on a stack. Okay, we're gonna pull our camera out. We only have one area of root intrusion. We're gonna pull back real slow and just take a look at the joints again. That saddle area has a little tiny offset, but still in fair condition. We're gonna pull up. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Next joint has a little bit of an offset and a little separation, but still in fair condition, no major breaks or anything. We're in the stack. Coming back up, those joints appear to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint looks good. Coming back out. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That looks good. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Now we're coming back to our 4 to 6 inch transition, and that's where we have the roots. We only have one joint where we have roots, and that is out by the fence area by the front of the property. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull back now a little ways, and we're going to pause our recording for a moment, and we're going to get our jetter in here, and we're going to run our jetter in. That's quite good. We're going to pull our camera all the way out. This way we can run our jetter in, and we can hit this cast iron, and we'll get out to that 4 to 6 inch area, and we'll hit that area, and then we'll go ahead and we'll camera the line again. We'll run all the way down into the city sewer. We're gonna.
So good at that. So she said that they used to have a problem with tree rats, and then she's wondering if she had paid a company to come out and seal all the openings, and was wondering if they did that because of that.
Well, these are open.
Can they get in those though?
Sure. Oh, rat? A big fat rat will get in that little. Really? Yeah. Oh yeah. They get into everything.
Axel, ponle agua y me alcanza el hielo, ¿no? Échamelo.
Okay, we're going to pause our camera now. Okay, we've hydrojetted the waste line and the sewer line. Right now, we're down in the city sewer. Just rinse our camera lens off. Right there, you see the water. It's hard because we got water dripping off the end of our camera, but as you can see, there's water down at the bottom. We have a deep dive right here. We're on a stack. So we're coming back up the stack. The majority of the vitreous clay looks to be in pretty good condition. I have a minor offset there, a little separation, minor offset there. We have a little larger offset right here in the turn. We have a little larger offset right there. We have a little debris right there, but that'll wash through. That'll have to be repaired in the future. Pull back, and that's out in the street. You want me to mark that area?
The question is.
Clean. Okay, we're just going to run back in a little bit. We have this one offset joint. We can see quite a bit of the face of the pipe at the top. This area is going to need to be repaired in the future. Could be a couple years, could be 5 years. There's no telling, but it is a pretty prominent offset right there, right where this thing starts to drop. I do want to locate this real quick. I just want to try and see if I can find out where this area is. So we're going to pause for a moment, just locate. Okay, we pulled back, took another look at this offset. The offset is still in maintainable and serviceable condition at this time, but will need to be addressed in the future. You might get 2 years, you might get 5, you might even get 10 years out of it. I can't say how long it's been this way. Sometimes we have joints that are positioned this way, especially the type of turn this is. When we drop down into here, we're making another 90-degree turn. We hit that fitting and we drop down again, so it makes it difficult, and they want to shift in this area. This is very common to have a joint like this in a configuration the way that this is. So it may last for quite some time, but I can't promise that. So we're going to pull back. The rest of it that we saw, that joint appears to be in really good condition. Very tight. All the other joints appear to be in really good condition. That joint looks good. The other 4 to 6 inch connection between the cast iron and the clay was where we had the root intrusion, and we've cleaned that out, which is right here. We don't see any roots. We don't see any issues really. There's a little bit of root at the bottom, and that's just remnants. It's just laying down at the bottom, but that's all cleaned out. There was some major roots right there. Probably has not been cleaned out, especially hydrojetted. And if you use a chemical called Root X, that will keep the roots at bay quite a bit. Probably won't have an issue for a long time. Now we're back into the cast iron again, and we're coming up the waistline. We're coming back toward the house. We're in the sewer, excuse me. We're in the sewer, and we'll be coming back toward the waistline of the house. There's some debris that's been broken up, and that'll wash through. We don't want to over hydrojet the cast iron and end up putting holes through it, so we have to be careful of how much we hydrojet it. But we broke up quite a bit. There's a lot of it that's broken up, and that'll all wash through. We get a shower going, get some toilets flushing, all this stuff will just wash through there. And that's all broken up because of hydrojetting, knocking off the buildup in the waistline. Now we're back up underneath the house. We're pulling back toward our 4-inch cast iron roof vent. And now we're coming up our vent. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection.